Happy Valentine's Day from Nikki. He was crawling all around the desk, so I figured he wanted to say hi. Okay, so very interesting. 10 of Wands. This one's in the upright. So you are saying goodbye to the burden that you took on a long time ago. Taurus had this card as their subject card, but in reverse. I like it much better in the upright. No offense, Tauruses. Okay. Somebody did not handle something as honestly as they could. They were not, and they were maybe not kind and not being forthcoming. They may not have outright lied, but they weren't transparent and they weren't nice about the communication about it either. And so with this 10 of Wands, you're done. Donezo. Somebody, whether this is a friendship or a romantic relationship or a work relationship, somebody just made it much easier to walk away from something that once was, you know, a plight of passion. It was something you wanted to do. So that's, let's see what else we have going here. So we're putting something down, you know, ending a chapter, which means a new chapter opens up. So what does this new chapter look like, Virgos? What does the new chapter look like? And again, this could be work. It could be romance. Like, it's still not... Taurus's was so very definitely a romantic reading. This right now could apply different ways. Let me know in the comments too, if with your Virgo placements, if you have anything in late Virgo. So right now, the Venus is trining my rising. Not so shabby for Susie. It's not been a bad day for me at all. And I'm also, even my romantic Cancer self, at this stage in my life, I do prefer things to be a little bit more pragmatic. I'm a little suspicious when somebody comes in with too much of your eyes are like pools of, you know, Mr. Clean or whatever they might say. I'm always like, what are you trying to smoke and mirrors about? Like, what is it about you that I won't love later that you're trying to be so romantic now, right? Like, that's the definition of jaded. But also, I think a lot of us, as we heal and as the world talks about healing and as we're so educated about inner child work and shadow work, you know, a lot of us are not about the whole, let me take you back to the Kaz Bar line of, what do we call that? Opening lines. Okay. Inner conflict is done. We are on to smoother things. Will not be as challenging coming up for you, Virgo. You know, please keep in mind, this comes with, this is you. This is an action card. Wands are actions. Wands are movement. So when we see the 10 of Wands, that is not you done because that's not a 10 because of what other people did. That is a 10. That is a 10 of Wands because you are choosing the walking away action, right? We don't any longer have inner conflict and we are on to better things. But things getting smoother for you also a little bit relies on this. I am done. If you stay in the, maybe I'm not done yet, that smoother journey may be a little delayed. You've got Pluto at 7. Yeah, well, you and I think, have almost the same because we're close in age. So I've got Venus trining my Pluto as well as trining my rising because my Pluto is right there on my rising. But all of you with Virgo placements, if you have other late Virgo placements, and if you have early Virgo, then you have the moon trining today. If you have mid-Virgo, then you have Jupiter trining today. And if you have mid-late, you have Uranus trining, right? It's a lot. We don't have to be in Virgo season for a lot to be going on with Virgos. Okay. It looks like you're going to go possible... a lot less contact than I think you planned on this going. I think whenever you put this burden down, if I know you, Virgo, you're like, I'm not gonna cut them off. I'm gonna do this the right way, the nice way. I will help them with the ending. When I used to have my own business, they used to tease me that when I had to let somebody go, which was hard and rare, but when I had to let somebody go, it ended like the way Phoebe would break up with people and she would hug them at the end. And I mean, it's that Virgo in us really wants to just like make things okay and help them, and like, I'll give you a great reference or whatever. This isn't working, but how can I be of service to you so that the transition can be good for everyone, right? So I think that was the plan. That is not how things might go. You might have to pull back a little bit because they're not taking it as help. They're just leaving that channel open for other things. What I do see, though, is there is an upgrade coming in for you, Virgo. And I think part of it is that energy has to kind of... Because I don't think it's there to be friends. I don't think it's there to... I don't think it has the mutual goal of being mutually beneficial. I just don't. Hello, Zaretha. All right. Okay. Somebody who's just at the tail end of healing from their own thing. They may be at a distance, Virgo. They may be at a little bit of a distance. Okay. All right. The person coming in, who's an upgrade, an absolute upgrade. They may be at a distance. They also just recently had like a little bit of an ego death. They are going through the end of because the Ten of Swords is the end of pain and maybe possibly being in a relationship with somebody that was like a little gaslighty, a little verbally abusive. But they're at the end of it. They're at the end of it. So we wouldn't want them any earlier than at the end of it, right? Like, they might be a little bit at a distance, but if they are, they will come see you. They will come see you. I feel like you already know this though, Virgo. I feel like you feel somebody around the corner is what I keep hearing. Around the corner. I can feel it. And I just think that like moving on, and maybe not having as much communication as you would like to, as if all was fair in love and war, right? And they were going to be more mature. Yeah. Oh, that is so interesting. The Queen of Swords came out. I want to take your ex and their ex and put them together, and this is a couple. So there may be a little bonding over the fact that you both had people that wouldn't be transparent, or were a little gaslighty, or were emotionally manipulative and kind of not nice about it. What do we have for abundance coming in? What do we have for... And I know, Doretha, you and I are the same age. So that means that Venus today is trining both your Pluto and your moon. Which moon trine Venus feels real nice. Okay. I love this for you. This could be for some of you. This could be somebody you dealt with a long time ago. And I don't think it was a full on like relationship. You lived together. You were official. I feel like this could have been somebody where it was like chemistry and maybe like it got a little physical, but not, it never moved into, but it was almost like, okay, they're showing me the thing again. It's almost like it was precious. And so it was like, if we can't fully do this, let's honor the connection. Even if you didn't use those words back then and you just, you both went on and lived your other, because like whatever was wrong, it was timing, really. But this person feels really good. The fact that they've just gone through their own little ego death, that could have been part of, you know, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm feeling is, and this is genderless, but I'm feeling from this person that 5 years ago, 10 years, two years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it was, they maybe had a little F-boy energy. And that's why it was like, you're fantastic. This is electric. However, I am not going to commit to anybody, and that's what you need. And, you know, this is just, they've had their ego death. They are at the end of what they thought they wanted, they didn't want, you know, just journey stuff. Let's pull a Price of Love card. I am in love with my tarot deck. I still have like 29 cards to do. So they're more than halfway done. I'm hoping by end of April. I already found my print house. Very excited. And of course, I'll let you guys all know when those are done. And, oh, and I have a special right now for Symmetry. It's up on my Etsy store. If you go to susieevolutionary.com, there's like a little thing that says Shop Evolutionary Goods. That's where it is right now. It's not in my regular booking. It's on my Etsy store. So, but it's a discounted session with 3 charts. But you don't have to use it. If you're not a couple, you can use it for parent-child. You can use it for any kind of relationship. Or you can get 3 charts and it's a discounted session. That's only for a few days. All right, Price of Love. Oh, thank you. Somebody put the link in the, Lee put the link in the chat. I knew it. Soulmate recognition. You know, sometimes when we meet somebody, we have like, and I said this during Taurus, and I will say this again, and I will die on this hill. Sometimes we meet somebody and we feel that thing, and the timing is off, or that person just isn't capable. When you feel the thing, you're not wrong. You're not crazy. It's soul recognition. It's just that when souls recognize each other, they're recognizing each other in that 5D. In that space where there could have been multiple lifetimes, when their potential is more blank space, right? And so what that person in this, you know, all of us held up by the 3D constructs in our wombs and in these human shells and with ego and you know, for a million reasons, our 3D selves sometimes aren't capable of meeting the connection that we can feel in the 5D. Virgo. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Also, Follow Your Heart came up, and it's got like a highway sign, and I for sure feel like there may be a little bit of geographical distance here, but I also feel like they're gonna come visit you. but it's going to be when the time is right. All right, Virgo, I love you, now you love you. I'm about to do Capricorn, and yeah, and I'll pretty much be on here off and on until like, I want to say like 5 o'clock today. There's a little break at 3 o'clock. I also have appointments. I was also on Lana's podcast on metaphysical meanderings this morning. So talking about astrology. She's always like rapid fire. So sometimes I love how quickly and how succinct I feel like I am in her presence. So I will see you all soon. Hey, shorty. I'll be live again in 9 minutes when I go live with Capricorn. I'll continue to be live a lot of today. So I will see you all in a little bit. And also, if you're a member, look for the polls tomorrow. So we can pick the subject that you guys want to do on the extended content, which I'm behind on those too. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.